Biggs, international best-selling author of Reaching the Finish Line. As seen on Fox News, everything is closed. The only thing that's open on Sundays is restaurants. So that's why I'm talking to you today. It's been a great time so far. I do want to suggest to you that if your intention is to become an expat or considerations, things you should consider. Hey, everything's closed here. I know in the U.S. you can pretty much go anywhere, and you can find a Walmart or you can find a supermarket, and you can get your food. Well, if you're out of food and today is Sunday, you're pretty much SOL, and the only options you gonna have is pretty much restaurants. So I mean, adjust to. Another thing I've also noticed, I'm talking to many people, also talk to a lot of foreigners, and they also shared this experience in where it's not uncommon when you're having a conversation with a Spaniard for them to talk very loudly or kind of sound aggressive, and that can be perceived that, oh, they're yelling at you, or they're being mean or rude. But the reality is that this is a culture of a lot of passion, and they talk with a lot of passion, they talk with a lot of emotion, and it's just different. I mean, in a place like Mexico, it's quite the opposite. People are very kind of very soft-spoken, very more polite. They tend to save face. They don't tend to be honest as they would like to, because that's kind of where it goes back to saving face. So it's things like that that really makes cultures different. Okay, but I'll leave you with this. One thing that I think you should consider is that a lot of people, I talk to a lot of millennials in the U.S., and I really want to help anyone reach the finish line. It doesn't matter if you're a millennial, it doesn't matter if you're a baby boomer, it doesn't matter where you're at, how old are you, where you at in your life. But I do talk to a lot of millennials, and especially in urban areas, and it appears that about 2/3, or just about 2/3 of millennials, they have this idea that they want to be an author, they want to be a rapper, a singer, an actor, these type of kind of celebrity, kind of quick, fast path celebrity lifestyles, and I just want to just kind of or at least I like to say, I like to help people really see the realistic picture of all of it, because most people, they see a person like Rick Ross, or they see a person like Drake, or they see a person like J.K. Rowling, and they think all I gotta do is just get the record contract, all I gotta do is just get the book deal, and all the money's gonna start raining down, and really it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. I wrote an article called The Inevitable Death of Traditional Book Publishers. You can check that out at reachingthefinishline.com/blog. And it really goes into that. It's more geared to authors, but it does talk about musicians and how, unfortunately, like, whether you're signed with Universal or Def Jam, or whether you're signed with Simon Schuster or Random House, it's not what you think at all. Really, it's not what you think. I've heard from people like Beanie Siegel, and he was just talking about the same thing. An artist can go platinum, but if you're signed with a record deal, at best you might clear, I don't know, out of all the records and the advance they give you, you might have about 60 to 80 grand left to your name. And again, platinum is 1 million records. So it's really it's really up to you to take it a step further, and that's where you have to control your own destiny rather than putting your destiny in the hands of let's say a big 5 book publisher, or a top one of the biggest record labels out there. So that's something to consider. This is Callan Diggs, international best-selling author of Reaching the Finish Line. Go to reachingthefinishline.com, and again, you can check out that article I told you about, the inevitable death of traditional book publishers. You can check out my radio show and much more. Until next time, thank you for watching.